It is so good to be validated, chat. It is so good to know that I was right. For those of you who don't know, I told you a moving, very touching story with how my grandparents raised me to never refuse a gift. It is very rude to send a gift back to the person that gave you. And I did that not twice, but 3 times. First time in my life happened a couple of months ago when one of you guys gave me on Steam the Battlefield 2042 game. And I was like, no, I can't have this, take it right back. I refunded the gift. And then someone else gave it to me. And I made a video and I said, please don't stop that. Like, please. And someone else did it the 3rd time thinking it's funny. Now, the reason I did this is that I genuinely don't want to encourage this type of business practice in the gaming community. And a lot of people said, it's like, oh yeah, but you did it with that other game, or you did it with the other game. It's like, that game is progressive, why are you buying it? This one managed to take it too far. It managed to take it too far. Because I looked at the game, and it was filled with bugs. It looked like an alpha version. It was ugly. Like, it literally had nothing going for it. The class system that they were going with was horrible. It didn't have a single player campaign. And the price was absurd. So I was like, no, like, there is no way in hell I am going to be part of this. Like, if there's evil in the world, let it be without going through me. I'm not part of that. Like, sure, I need to buy video games because it's good entertainment. It's what I do in my free time. And I'm willing to even, like, okay, fine, I'll buy skins, I'll buy DLC, I'll buy games that are made by woke people. I don't care, but at least I want the game to give me some entertainment. Just some entertainment. Not a lot of it, a little bit. A little bit of entertainment. This game had none. It was so bad that I saw a person on Twitter saying that he had this game on the back seat of his car and someone broke into the car and placed 2 more copies of it. So now he's got like 3 copies of the game. He's desperate. He doesn't know how to get rid of them. And it started with Steam actually giving refunds for people even after the refund period expired. Because if you don't refund it after 2 hours of play, then it's gone. It's a contract etched in blood. The game is yours. You can't refund it. But someone pointed out like they would have refunded the game had they know how shit it is. But they took 2 hours in the controls in order to get the game to work. So they spent 2 hours tinkering with the videos and the controls, and only after that they started playing the game and they realized just how atrocious it is. So they wrote that to Steam, and Steam actually gave them a refund. Steam usually doesn't do that. And now apparently there is 60,000 people who want their money back for this game. Good. Like, finally we get to see the consumer, we get to see the gamer rising up against the big corporation. I love it. I absolutely love it. Because it got to the point where if I say there is a Western company which puts out unfinished games, which company is it? You wouldn't know. Because all of them do it. Like, you wouldn't know which company I'm talking about. Because every single one is doing it. It has become standard business practice. And while I don't like it, I put up with it. Until I saw this. Like, this is the absolute peak of just how bad this tactic is, just how shameful this tactic is. And I'm not willing to put up with it. So for those of you asking, it's like, oh, what about this game and what about that? It's not as bad as this. Like, this was the worst. This was absolutely the worst. And it's a major franchise, which I like. And it's because out of love that I'm doing this. I'm actually loving this franchise, and I think it deserves better. I don't think this is okay. Cash grab, reused assets, no single player, broken game. Like, literally everything, every single thing is going against this. There is not a single redeeming quality from this game. Not one. Like, not one single feature that makes it stand out. I mean, even with Battlefield 5, the feature was that, alright, at least it's got like World War II, and if you like World War II, you can play it, and maybe you don't like the wokeness, and you can overlook it or whatever, but like, at least you could have some things going for it. The maps look good. The maps look shit in this one. And again, like it's got not a cool thing that would move the series forward. Like absolutely nothing. It's just the worst cash grab that I have ever seen. Like the company EA, you need to pull your shit together. Like this is not okay, right? After what happened with Battlefield 5, you think you'd have learned something. It's not just about like your woke ideology and putting a woman with a cyborg arm in World War II onto the box. That's part of it. The other part of it is like, can you please make games that actually run? And look at the chat, right? Like, first of all, look at the company brown nosing for EA. Like they're the PR arm of EA Games. It's like the petition cites a slow update rolled of a perceived lack of features. What do you mean perceived lack of features? It doesn't have single player, for example. Is that a perceived lack of features? No, it's a de facto lack of features. You're asking for the full price, and you're adding less content than the previous games. It's just one of them, by the way. Like there's so many. I mean, that's what bothers me, but there's other people that get bothered by other things. They say that EA made a mockery of customers, and I love it, like quotation of mockery. Yeah, they did make a mockery. Because you know what it says? It says that the company thinks people will buy this shit. That's what it says. It's like going to a restaurant, expecting one Michelin star meal, and you get some pig's food. You get cat food. Yeah, it is a mockery if that you get cat food on your plate. People want to know where they can sign this. EA is going to continue to EA until people hold them accountable. Yes, absolutely. Just because you're EA and you have like the journalists in your pocket and they're like the PR arm of your company doesn't mean people will put up with this shit. People who keep defending this game deserved what they got. Absolutely. Do you know how many people defended this game on the forums? Unreal. I could swear they have stocks at EA Games based on how much time they invested, like going from thread to thread, just shilling for this game and defending it. It's like, oh, it's normal, it's day one. No, it's not normal, by the way. Every single product you buy on day one should work as intended. Stop buying unfinished games. Do not pre-order ever. Actually, you should pre-order, by the way. It hurts the more if you pre-order. Unironically, pre-order, and if the game is bad, refund it. Do you know how much they hate that? That's what you should do. Like, you buy the game, pre-order it, and when you play it, if it's broken, refund it. It's your right. It's your consumer right to do this. Pre-ordering used to be bad when you couldn't refund. That's why they despised it when Steam added the option to refund. They freaked out about it because they knew they couldn't con people anymore. EA has been making a mockery of the player base since Battlefield 3 with their different value packs. Well, you know, like milking people of money isn't necessarily making a mockery out of it. I mean, if some people can't help themselves and they keep buying DLC and whatnot, I mean, I don't like it, but fine. At least the DLC works. At least the skin works. This game doesn't work. You shouldn't be surprised of the outcome of the game. It's EA, every fanboy of this series. That's not true. I mean, for example, Battlefield 1 was good. I think it was actually really good. I mean, it beat the old Call of Duty. I love Battlefield 1. The one set in World War 1, I mean. Yeah, so like literally everyone is shitting on this game, and they should. They absolutely should. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.